Good evening, Mary Beth. It's really good to see you again. Session number two. I'm really glad to have you back and hear what's going on and the things that have changed, anything that you're looking forward to. So tell me what's going on this time.
Um, so I just feel like a little overwhelmed with as we talked about last time. I just got into school um, and my boyfriend had broken up with me, or he hadn't broken up with me. I mean, I broke up with him. It was kind of a mutual thing, but it's because he had cheated on me, and then my grandmother had died, and then like kind of the getting used to going to school. I mean, I'm starting to like, having a feeling of like independence and autonomy. But at the same time, I'm just like really anxious a lot about like what the future holds, and just kind of like where I need to go. And not to mention, I'm just not sure like what I want to do, like what I should be majoring in. I'm kind of in between like nursing and psychology and social work, and I'm just like not sure where I want to go with my life.
So I noticed that you have some interests: psychology, nursing, and social work. So have you ever made a list of maybe pros and cons of each of those professions and fields and see how those could maybe work to your advantage? And you also talked about the autonomy and having your being your independence, and that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, what does independence and autonomy look like for you?
Um. Well, I guess I'm by myself, and I can go wherever I want to go whenever, and I don't have to tell anybody. Obviously, I'm having to do my own laundry now, and it feels good to be able to do these things on your own. And yeah, I mean, I joined like the gym at school, so I can like go and take classes, exercise classes if I want. I just feel like I don't have anybody kind of like tying me down and me having to say like where I'm going and what I'm doing all the time. So it's just like a kind of change in how I kind of am starting to view myself, I guess.
Tying you down. What does that mean? Explain tying you down to me.
So just having like my parents just kind of like micromanage just everything that I do, and if I want to hang out with somebody that maybe they're not huge a fan of or whatever, then I don't really. They always kind of would like give me like a judgment kind of face, and these people that I'm trying to make new friends with at school, and they don't know these people, so they can't make any judgments and kind of encourage or discourage me to kind of hang out with new people, or so yeah, I just like feeling sort of free, I guess.
Free.
Yes.
Okay. And so free and being tied down. And you said the anxiety is, you just have the anxiety of being overwhelmed and a lot going on. Is that because someone's tying you down, or is it just because you're not free? Explain to me how those relate to one another. You enjoy being free and having your independence, and does that overwhelm you? Or does it overwhelm you when you're tied down to your parents and loved ones?
Well, I guess I'm overwhelmed by the fact that I am free all of a sudden. So I've got, yeah, I don't, like anxiety related to like all of a sudden I can make my own decisions and do whatever I want to do. And I mean, it's a good thing and it feels good, but it's like, I guess I'm just not used to it yet. And yeah, it brings me some anxiety.
And making decisions as a new adult is very scary.
It is, yeah.
But exciting.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's two sides to the coin. I guess I didn't realize that maybe the feeling of freedom is actually what's giving me anxiety, as opposed to, like, I kind of wanted to think, like, you know, it's just, like, a lot of new stuff going on with loss of relationships and being in school now, but it's, like, something that I've always wanted, and now I've got it, but it's got all this anxiety that's attached to it, I guess.
New challenges, would you say?
For sure, yeah.
And we all go through moments of challenge and change and differences, but I constantly hear freedom and exciting, and maybe it's just finding ways to handle that new freedom and handle that new challenge, because you told me it's a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to kind of understand how we can prioritize and how we can be able to manage these new changes, both good, free, and exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I guess I just need to, learn how to accept this, I guess.
Accept.
Yeah. Just accept, like, the change that's going on and accepting this freedom. I mean, like, I want it, but at the same time, I guess I'm, like, giving it some pushback, you know, because it gives me anxiety, but yeah, I'd like to learn some new ways and maybe have the confidence to feel like I can make these independent and autonomous decisions on my own without having anxiety. That would be nice.
Okay.
So,
well, I believe those are definitely things that you can work on, and they kind of come with maturity and growing, and no matter what age and stage you're in life, you're always going to go through things that you have to be willing to adapt to and accept and learn how to navigate through. And this is a completely normal time in your life where you're learning to adapt and accept different challenges, both good and bad, in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So next week we're going to talk about how we can manage your new autonomous life and your exciting freedom, and what that looks like for you. And, you know, we can make lists of different things that you're doing now compared to what you did before going off to school, and, you know, develop some type of insight in what's important. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem. Well, it was good seeing you again, and I look forward to seeing you our next session, Mary Beth.
Me too, thank you.
You're welcome.